I was just well, someone was trying to get me riled up and angry and upset because I made jokes about having between the framing, and I would say we'll just have gay people, and they would just be saying hey all day long. This is a literal thing. It doesn't make any sense. Well, I wouldn't want to put homosexuals in between sheetrock or the framing. It was just a joke because they say hey. And this individual, he said, well, your mom is like a door. And the fact that whoever you are, they are, they said, my mother's a sociopath. Chances are she's psychopathic. I don't know if she sexually abused me as a child. There was indecent things she did to me, which it goes with sexual molestation. Also, I remembered it right now. I remember it. Before, I blocked it out of my mind. Traditionally, it was disturbing. Also, I don't call her my mom. I call her my mother. I'm conflicted about that. I call her birth mother. I don't even call her by her first name. Sometimes I call her Maria or Mary, actually. I don't call her my mom. For years, I never called her. So, now that you don't know me, it's the way you worded like you're gonna offend me. That doesn't get me angry, actually. It's very indicative of how you really are, and you think that I call her mom. You really, even if you channel my mind, you channel wrong. I think maybe, I think you're the one that would call her mom, actually. I do not. So I don't know who you are, and I don't know if you're into what she's into. She's sexually deranged, actually, I believe. Although she's very suppressed, actually. She has a lot of, psychological issues, actually. Yeah. Also, my mother, my father, we're very different people. I'm not like any of them. I take which maybe I shouldn't go off on tangent, but it does matter. We're not alike, so it doesn't offend me. And it's as far as my father's was abusive as well. He's very mean spirited, even to like the felines that we had in the house. Psychologically, he made it feel really bad. He's also very cowardly and weak like. One little scratch from a cat, he's like, he whimpers actually. He whimpers actually, and then he makes the cat. He make the cat feel bad. You know, my mother was physically abusive to the cats. I'm not. Any kind of sentient being. And she was. My mother's physically abusive to. Not so much physically abusive to me as a child, but anger-based abusive, very, very much so. And yeah, they're very manipulative, deceptive individuals. See, I'm not. So I don't. I don't. I was thinking yesterday, actually, thinking about calling parental units, but they're not my parents. They birth parents, just parent. I mean, mother, father, or by the first name. By the first name. I don't say dad to my mother about my father over there. I don't say that. I say his name Marek, and she's like, "Why are you calling me?" It's a form of delusion and manipulation. She's trying to make me feel guilty or upset. Why call father like that? Well, he doesn't really have any decency, morals, and he's very abusive. Why should I conform to him? It doesn't work like that. So I don't know who you are, but you're in a different mentality than I am. Yeah. And your clairsentience channeling is not that it failed. I think you would like that. I do not. Or some other degenerate thing you're into.